as well.
Glyn, when did Rhondda Swimming Club actually start? Can you remember?
It started 40 years ago, that's 1975.
And it was when the Rhondda Sports Centre opened at the same
It was,
time?
yeah, the club started more or less at the same time.
And what were the circumstances? Was it different clubs coming together, or?
No, it was Gettigar Rotters that shut down, which was the local pool, outdoor pool.
Right.
And they formed a club. I think it was Dennis Roach formed the club.
Yes.
Which started up then the Rhondda Swimming Club. And that was 75, 76.
And was that,
at that time.
And was that because the new sports centre was opening, or was it forming anyway?
Well, it was. I think it might have been because the new sports centre was opening and they wanted to keep the clubs going anyway.
Right. Because
the thing is that in the past you had an outdoor pool which was open in May and shut at the end of August.
And where was that?
So that was just a little bit down from the sports centre.
Right, in the park?
In the park.
Yeah.
That was demolished.
Right.
And of course they built this one instead of it then.
So the club started in 1975. What was your role in the founding of the club, or in the early days of the club?
As far as the founding of the club was concerned, I did very little, because they were just taking kids in off the streets, forming a club.
Yeah.
And I was asked to help, and I never looked back.
And in what role were you asked to help? How did you first get
teaching in the shallow end of the pool, getting hold of the little kids, and taking them and learning the kids, and learning myself, of course, because it was all new to me. So when the kids made mistakes, we knew a little bit about it and we tried to rectify them, and of course as the kids were learning, we were learning as well.
So you came into it that way.
Yeah.
Did you then go on to do training as a coach? As a teacher, how did you progress?
I went on as a teacher, right? But I don't know in what capacity, whether it was the old I got it.
So you've got a teacher certificate?
Yeah, I got a teacher certificate now. That was 1970 odd, or 1980.
Yeah.
Or early 80, late 70, early 80.
Yeah.
And that, or prelim teachers, that's right. I had that.
Yeah.
And then of course there was a hell of a lapse then before we went on to further things, because everything started to kick off then. And I passed the coaches in, well, they lost all the records when the Empire Pool finished in Cardiff.
Who lost the records?
They did.
Who?
The authorities.
Like Swim Wales or
Swim Wales, yeah. Apparently they lost all the records, so when we phoned up they didn't have records of it.
Oh, joking. So you then went on to become a coach, didn't you, in later years? And you eventually became head coach.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh dear. I finished coaching in 1996.
You finished as the head coach?
As the head coach.
Right, and how long had you acted as head coach?
Oh, probably over 20 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you started with the little ones down at the shallow end of the pool, did you ever have any ideas or ambitions of becoming head coach and being there 20 years?
Nobody was thinking that far ahead. All they wanted to do was get over the the shock of the change from the sublime, well, from the ridiculous to the sublime, because the pool was terrible in Gettigar. It was absolutely freezing. And of course when we come up here then, indoor pool, lovely warm water, everything changed. And that's when all the clubs started to kick off. Down Park.
Because they had decent facilities then.
Decent facilities, yeah.
Okay.
And it was a marvellous transformation. And of course the kids loved it and they benefited by it.
Yeah. So you've been with the club now 40 years. You obviously only intended staying for a short while.
Well, there was nothing planned to stay. Nothing planned to stay. It just happened. We were there doing what we do.
Yeah.
What we're doing now, in fact. And things have just escalated. Gone on to Well, I gotta say it, we were at a peak. We were high. We were very high.
When would you say that was? What sort of period would that be?
Oh, early 90s.
Yeah. And when you say at your peak, in what sense? Numbers or
Well,
achievements?
we had a squad of about 60.
Okay.
We had two. We could have put out 3 squads. In fact, we had one gala one day and one, somewhere else on the same day, because we had 2 squads, a junior squad,
Right.
and we did all of that.
So how did you accommodate 60 swimmers? You must have split the sessions up into
Well,
how many sessions?
we had 5 lanes.
Yeah.
We had 5 lanes, and they were coming in. Perhaps I can't remember, but they were coming in at different times. But normally there was, say, 8 or 9 to a lane,
Right.
and that wasn't ideal. You want 7 really,
Yeah.
but it did go up beyond that. But I used to take those on my own.
What?
I used to take all the 5 lanes on my own.
And how many swimmers would that have been then? 9 times 5?
Well, yes.
45 swimmers.
45
That's a lot for one person.
Yes, it is. Yes,
You must have been very tired at the end of each session.
Well, you never thought of it, did you? You were there for the kids, and you work, you talk, you work, you talk, and you could only work with what you got. The quality of the swimming was very, very good.
Yeah. So how many competitions would you have been entering, with that number of swimmers?
Oh, good God, I can't even.
Because you've always been very passionate about galas, haven't you? I mean, is it
I'm still very
1 a
passionate
month,
about
2 a
galas.
month, 3 a month?
Oh, no, we're talking about, well, we'd have 3 on one weekend, lunch or something. Then you'd have a gala, and then you'd have Darren Park on a Sunday. Now that was only just one weekend.
Well, 3 competitions?
Yeah, on one weekend.
And how many weekends would you have like that?
Oh, we'd probably have about 30 galas a year. Me and Ala worked it out.
Yeah.
And it's round about 30. Even Craig knows that.
And how many coaches would you have had supporting you as head coach?
Reese Bishop.
Which is where we get the Reese Bishop Gala from.
Where you get the Reese Bishop.
Yeah, right.
Reese is one of these men that was a wonderful chap. He'd do anything. Always for the kids.
Yeah. And he was head coach as well at one point, wasn't he?
No, not Ed. He was perhaps the assistant to me. Perhaps that's not the thing to say for Reese, but that's how it.
So would you have had a whole team of coaches working with a squad that size, or 2 squads?
I honestly don't know. I can't ever remember not taking the kids.
Right.
I can't ever remember not taking it.
Okay.
I used to have a big bench in the middle of the pool.
Yeah.
And I'd sit on the big bench in the middle of the pool. There's a life-saving bench, and I'd take the 5 lanes. But we were swimming everywhere. It wasn't just the sports centre.
So what other clubs were you swimming against?
All of them. Torvine, Cardiff, Bristol North, Bristol Central, all the West Wales Club, Tenby, there was Swansea.
Of course, now Swansea is a very big club, and
Yes,
Cardiff is a very big club there. An amalgamation.
Yeah. We could take on all of those and we could hold our own.
Yeah.
In fact, we have beaten them.
So in league terms, there must be some kind of a ranking. How did Rhondda rank then at its peak?
Oh, very high. We were very high. Everybody wanted to swim against Rhondda. They really did. It was that good. It really was that good. And they were a pleasure to work with.
And did they create lots of records and win medals? Was that?
Oh, they won loads of medals. Well, a lot of them went on. Some of the times that they were producing was unbelievable. I don't want to go into times, but if you can, I think one of the fastest boys we've had. I had 6, perhaps 7 under the minute, and the fastest of those would be around about 53 seconds for the 100.
That's not bad.
That's Paul Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot on 55, and a lot on 57s. So the quality was very, very high.
How do you think swimmers then compare to swimmers now? What would you say would be the difference?
The difference is the age group. When I finished, I had swimmers up to 17, 19.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you haven't got that now, have you? You've got
Not so
nothing
much.
like that at all.
Well, swimming is now competing with lots of other activities,
Yeah.
pastime, sports.
Yeah, it is. It is. And rightly so. And rightly so. If a person doesn't want to swim, who is a good swimmer?
Yeah.
Well, a lot did. They moved on to basketball. They moved on to for Wales, badminton for Wales. When someone went to Kuala Lumpur, couldn't understand how they could handle all the training, and the training was, of course, through the swimming. A lot of them played rugby.
Yes.
You know,
And still do, don't they?
And still
Play
do.
rugby now, yeah. Yeah.
Which is fantastic for rugby players, as you know.
So you had a squad, or two squads of 60 odd swimmers. How big was the club in total? Any idea?
No.
It's always been, you know,
Oh, it's always
a
been
big
high.
club with lots of
But
children
one of-
learning to swim.
One of the things, one of the joys of it, the parents who were there.
Mm.
Everywhere you went, the parents went. And they went, if there was no room on the bus, always went in the cars. They always followed the bus with the cars. And when you swim, like any of the open meets, up in Swindon or whatever, nobody went home until the last swimmer swam, and you all went home as a group.
Mm-hmm.
Now that doesn't happen today. Soon as their swimmer swims, they're gone. But that never happened then. Everybody
And for health and safety, how has that evolved over the years?
oh,
A lot of attention has been paid to it, hasn't it? You know,
that's gone.
how has that changed?
That's gone really out the window. That's gone really out the window.
In
I
what
don't agree with all of it. I mean, taking kids in cars. Now, there's a prime example. Right? My car was always full. And not only my car, a lot of the other parents taking kids. And I used to pick them, or they used to come here. They used to come here.
Yeah.
Parents used to drop them off here. I'd take them to Abercunnan, I'd take them in my car, and the parents would leave all the kids with me.
How many children would you have in your car?
Let me tell you, I'd have probably 3 in the front, I'd have 3 in the back, and 1 or 2 in the boot.
Are you exaggerating?
No, I had a big Granada estate, right? A 3-litre Granada estate.
Yeah.
But of course, you could lift them back up and you could sit right in the back. It didn't matter, did it?
I suppose that's the reason why they brought in health and safety, and that might be one of them.
Probably one of the reasons, yeah.
What about actual swimming in the pool? Was there the attention to health and safety that there is now?
No, you always had lifeguards, and you always did it by the book.
Yeah.
You always did it by the book. You can't specify anything in particular, because health and safety, as far as the pool is concerned, has always been the same anyway.
Yeah.
You've got your lifeguards on the pool, and they're responsible for everything that goes on. And they just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Did you like nowadays in some clubs they pay a lot of attention to diet and nutrition? Was that much of a factor then? In
No,
those days?
not really. Not really. All the kids had anything they wanted to do. The only thing that I didn't want them to eat before competition, anything heavy or whatever, which they didn't. I wouldn't allow fizzy drinks.
No.
I banned all fizzy drinks. And water, yes, or a very light squash.
Yeah.
And that was having a drink during whenever. You know?
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed. But as far as diet was concerned, the kids just did what they wanted to do. They were burning it up anyway.
Did they have an understanding of having fuel in the tank before a training session?
Yes, most of them, well, I could say all of them, the way that they were producing they were all up to the scratch, so something was right. Something was definitely right.
Yeah.
You know, but if you ask me about nutrition, I know, I'm not a doctor, I know
I
very
suppose
little.
sports science and nutritional science has evolved a lot in the previous decades,
Yeah.
haven't they?
Yeah.
So that's moved on. What would you say was your proudest moment in the 40 years you've been with the club?
There's so many.
Could you pick out one in particular?
Probably our first gala.
Yeah.
Our very first gala we won.
Mm-hmm.
And all the kids, because we were always coming second or third. And then when we started winning it, we never ever looked back, and the kids, they would jump for joy.
And which clubs was that swimming against?
I'm almost sure it was Barry.
Uh-huh.
I'm almost sure it was Barry.
Yes.
I can't honestly remember, but I think it was Barry.
But that must have been a great feeling.
It was. And then from there on, everybody wanted to do it. And every kid in the club knew the times of all the kids in the other club.
Uh-huh.
Now that's how keen they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
What would happen to a swimmer who didn't turn up?
So there'd have to be a valid reason.
Yeah.
Because the parents are very strong as well.
Yeah.
They made sure that the kids were there to support.
Mm.
You know, so you had that key thing, parent support. So that was good. And another one, when we had to beat Ilfracombe in the Western League.
Yeah.
We had to beat Ilfracombe to move up a division. And we beat Ilfracombe in Ilfracombe. Well, not in Ilfracombe, but in Bristol.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You know. So that was a proud moment. I was always proud of the kids. And
what is it that you would say keeps you going? Because you're obviously still very passionate about it all. What is it? Because your children are no longer swimming, obviously.
No.
What keeps you going now?
I like the camaraderie. I like the friendship of the people that surround me. Me and Margaret now are of an age now where, well, I don't tell you what you know.
We know how old we are.
But we mix in with all these youngsters and it's a wonderful thing. In fact, our doctor said to me, because I taught our doctor to swim.
Did you?
Yeah. And he said, "Are you still doing it then?" I said, "Yeah." I said, I'm loving it. Keep it up, he said. Don't give in. You just go as long as you can.
I suppose one of the nice things for you must be that a lot of the parents that we have now used to be swimmers that you taught years ago.
They
and now they've come back with their children.
Yeah. And it's nice. And you make enemies along the way. There's always one in there, one or two. But by and large, the club has been very, very good to me and Margaret. Very good. We've had very good moments here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been great.
Have you got anything on your bucket list for swimming? I suppose swimming the tunnel might be a bit out of the question.
I think I've got that.
But anything you'd like to do to round off before you
No, not really.
go to
Not
the big
really.
swimming pool?
As long as the kids are happy, and the facilities that we got now, and the structure within the club that we got now, will fetch it back up on a high. And I'm very, very impressed with the way the club is progressing lately. Because it does. At one time, I honestly thought it would fall.
Mm-hmm.
Because we went right down. And nobody wanted to come. Then all of a sudden, it started to piece together. And I'm not sure we got about 160 members now.
I think it's 165 at the last count, yeah.
And that shows what has happened in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
That shows the strength of the club
Mm.
and the support of the people.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Anything else to add for to the story, Glyn?
I'm very, very happy at the minute. Right? Alright, I am getting older. You do get a little bit tired, and there are times you say to yourself, I think enough's enough. But what I don't want to happen is being old school, step on somebody's toes. Now the club is developing. Am I doing something that holds the club back a little bit? And I don't want to do that. So
it's a way of uniting the old with the new, and not forgetting our roots and where we've come from.
That's right.
The part you've played. That's very important, isn't it?
It is. I don't want to hold anything back.
Right, so we'll put you down for the next training course then, Glyn. In all seriousness, thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
Great pleasure. Glyn Harris.
I hope it.
Thank you.